If you're coming to Italy and you want to speak some Italian with the locals, you can actually say quite a lot with just a few phrases. Here are 6 that you'll use all day, from ordering food, exploring new places, and shopping locally. 1. È questo? È questo means, is this?
E questo... E questo...
When you're in a new place, it's not always clear how things work, so this phrase is perfect for making sure that everything goes smoothly. For example,
È questo il treno per Como?
È questo il treno per Como? È questo il binario giusto?
if it's a feminine thing, like la fila, the line or queue, you can ask, è questa?
È questa la fila?
È questa l'entrata?
È questa l'entrata?
Don't stress too much if you mix up questo and questa. People will understand you anyway. And when you're catching an Italian's attention to ask a question, you can add scusi at the beginning to be polite.
Scusi, è questo il treno per Como?
2. Avete? Avete means do you have when you're speaking to more than one person.
Avete...
It's the most natural form for places like restaurants or shops when there's more than one person working there.
Avete un menù in inglese? Buongiorno. Avete un tavolo per 4?
Avete dei piatti vegetariani?
At a restaurant,
Avete un tavolo per 2? Avete un menù in inglese? Avete dei piatti vegetariani?
at a tourist center,
Avete una mappa della città? Avete informazioni sui musei?
and in shops.
Avete formaggi locali? Avete una taglia più grande, più piccola?
If you're in a tiny place with just one person, you can use the singular a. Remember that H is silent. A.
Ha formaggi locali? Ha una mappa della città?
3. Cos'è questo? Cos'è questo means, what's this?
Cos'è questo? Cos'è questo?
This is my absolute favorite phrase for starting a little conversation when you're learning a language. For example, at the market or at the deli counter, you see something interesting and you want to know what it's called. You can just point and ask.
Scusi, cos'è questo?
Timo.
Grazie. Buon odore.
Or at the restaurant, you can point at a dish or an ingredient on a menu and ask a waiter, Scusi, cos'è questo?
Scusi, cos'è questo?
This is a really nice way to connect with Italians because as long as they're not busy, they often really appreciate you being curious about their produce and they're happy to talk with you. This is when you might start thinking, okay, you can say all of these phrases, but what if you don't understand the reply? There are a couple of useful phrases that can help.
Può ripetere per favore? Può ripetere per favore? O piano per favore? Piano per favore.
But if you want to get to Italy already feeling more confident having little everyday conversations with Italians, it really helps to practice first. In our online Italian school, you'll practice real situations with Italian teachers so that you can feel a bit more prepared when you get here and start doing it for real. To find out more, click the link in the description. 4. Posso? Posso means can I?
Posso? Posso?
Sometimes it's enough to say posso, showing visually what you'd like to do. For example, you can point to your card to pay, or a leaflet you want to take, or point to a chair or an ashtray.
Posso? Certo. Grazie.
Here are some other useful phrases with posso.
Posso pagare? Posso provarlo? Posso usare il bagno?
If you're in a group, you can say possiamo, which means can we.
Possiamo pagare?
5. C'è means is there.
C'è.
This is a perfect phrase for finding things around the neighborhood.
Scusi, c'è un ristorante tipico qui vicino?
This question in particular is great for asking baristas and taxi drivers for local recommendations.
Scusi, c'è un bancomat qui vicino?
You'll also use c'è a lot when getting around and planning your day.
C'è un treno per Como? C'è un deposito bagagli? C'è un ascensore? C'è la fila? Non in Italia.
6. Prendo. Prendo means I'll have or I'll take.
Prendo.
This last word is really useful because you can use it to order food and drink or order things at a counter. In this case, prendo means I'll have.
Prendo un caffè, grazie.
Prendo un cappuccino, grazie.
Prendo uno spritz, grazie.
You can also use it to talk about taking transport. For example,
Prendo il treno per Como. Prendo il treno delle 4. Ma sono le 4. Prendo l'aereo per Palermo. Saluti.
the idea behind these phrases is that once you learn them, you can plug different words into the ending so that you can gradually say more and more. Let's hear them again.
E questo avete... Cos'è questo? Posso... C'è... Prendo...
It really helps to have these expressions in your pocket when you're in Italy. So feel free to go back to the beginning and take notes either in a notebook or your phone if it's easier. You could even have a page or section for each phrase and keep adding different endings. I hope you'll find these phrases useful. We've made a playlist for you so that you can keep learning Italian and make the most of your trip. Ciao! Hai finito di fare casini, signorina? No. Vediamo nel video. Si vede il musetto. Anche tu vuoi essere su YouTube. Da un po' che non sei su YouTube effettivamente. Respiro. Avete. Breathe.